Hello, welcome to this second class of the fourth series dedicated to this introduction to the Iyengar yoga methods for very beginners and using very few props, meaning 2 bricks, 1 belt, and 1 mat per person. This class is introducing some revolved poses in an easy way, in a gentle manner. Anyways, it is also important to mention that during the twist classes, normally we recommend students that are in their menses and in the menstrual cycle to go for an alternative program, which normally is based on forward bends, gentle forward bends, or modifications of the revolved poses, taking the variations without the twist. Okay, so if you have experienced this condition, it's better to go to one of the previous forward bend classes that are shared in this introductory series. Let's start. Sitting in upright position, Swastikasana, crossing the legs in the center of the shin bones. You can use the hands to lengthen the body. Watch in front of you, side horizontal. I'm gonna go for the invocation to Lord Patanjali, if you know it. And we'll chant 3 times Om together before. You can do it with me. Place both hands in front of the chest in Anjali Mudra. Close the eyes from top to bottom. Breathe normally. Gather yourself for the practice. Exhale, empty your lungs. Yogena citasya padena vacham malam sharirasya chavaidhyakena yopa karotam pravaram muninam patanjalim pranjaliranatosmi abahu purushakaram shankachakrasidharinam sahasrashirasram svetam pranamami patanjali. Hari Yo. The head to the chest, in direction of the heart. Release the hands. Lift the head. Open the eyes. Let's start. Sitting Swastikasana. You can change the cross of the legs. Sit in 1 brick and have second brick behind. Interlock the hands. Palms facing forward. Thumbs together. Elbows down. Extend the elbows. Arms up. Roll the outer upper arm forward. Outer armpit forward. Urdhva Padangusthasana. Both hands up with the hands interlocked. Down. Change the interlock, palms facing forward, pressing with the thumbs, elbows down, extend the elbows. With the actions on both feet, rotor from the action of the feet, up, extend the elbows fully, from the hips to the armpits, armpits to the hands, outer upper arm forward, outer armpit forward, release. You can repeat the same, or go for the twist. You can go for the twist, extend, cross, cross, the other way around. Once again, interlock, facing forward, pressing the thumb, extend, both arms up. Grow tall, and now start rolling both outer upper arms, especially the left side, twisting towards the right, watch towards the screen first. Inhale, grow, and now you bring the hands, left hand to the right side, and right hand to the brick behind of you. Inhale, pressing on both feet, also resisting with the hands on the side and on the back brick. Move the elbows away from each other, twisting more towards the right, keep watching towards the screen. Turn the head to the right, roll the right shoulder back, make the right shoulder blade move into the back ribs, lifting the chest. Resist more with the left outer foot, left femur back. Knee the actions on both arms, both legs. Come to the center. Interlock the other way around. You went in Urdhva Bandha Goliyasana, you can repeat a few times and change the interlock of the legs. When you feel it's time to do it, same number of repetitions with one cross and the other. Grow tall, start rolling, especially the right side of the body, towards the left. Keep the extension of the arms, extension of the spine. Look towards the screen, both arms down, right hand to the left side, left hand to the brick. Press on both feet, grow tall, exhale, move the elbows away from each other, the right elbow towards the screen. So the front chest, back chest are widened. Turn the head to the left shoulder back, and left shoulder blade to the back ribs, lifting the chest up. Renew the actions on both feet, especially right outer foot, right femur back to the hip. Renew the actions on both arms, and twist more. Come to the center. Release, one leg, one leg. Adho Mukha Virasana. Now, Adho Mukha Virasana. Take the chance that the mat is pointing towards the screen. So still the knees. And that is the, let's say, standard setup for the Adho Mukha Virasana that we're practicing so far. So when we will practice Parsva Adho Mukha Virasana, meaning we are laying forward and then we will go towards the right, and after we will go towards the left. In the moment we will go towards the right before, I will ask you to open that knee. All right, so now when we are going to start Adho Mukha Virasana, maybe you need something to support the knee. Like this, you are not disturbed by the surface, which is too strong, or you can use the mat in this way. And I show to you. So you stay in this way. Because if you don't fit, as is my case, fully on the mat, I will stay with the front ankle outside of the mat and the toes pressing directly into the floor. Keep the bricks close by you. We will use them later. So from there, both hands forward, extended arms, big toes together, loose to the heels, walk forward with this reverse cup shape of both hands, pressing with the fingertips down to the floor, rolling the eye of the elbow up, outer upper arm to the floor, outer arm to the floor. Now shoulders towards the hips, lifting the sternum up. lengthening the front side of the body. Palms down, forehead down. Roll outer arm down, outer armpit down. Resist now, arms to the hands, forearms to the hands to the floor. Feel the skin extending from the armpits to the hips, and both glutes pressing equally into the heels. Leave the head. Both hands back. Now the left knee moves a little bit outside. Keep the toes together. So only the left knee is moving outside. Now move forward again. And now right hand moves towards the right. And left hand moves towards the right as well. More or less aligned with the right knee. Now first, renew the actions with the fingertips pressing into the floor. Then palms of the hands down. And forehead down. Approximately in front of the knee. See that this variation of Parsva Adho Mukha Virasana can be also practiced during the menstrual cycle. You feel the freedom now at the growing level, especially the left growing level. And our left outer upper arm and left outer armpit down even more to the floor. And resist with the forearms to the hands, arms to the hands, so that you feel the skin from the armpits to the hips, especially the left side of the body. And both glutes are pressing equally into the heels. Abdomen soft. Lift the head. Come to the center one moment. Bring the knee, left knee in. And now move to the side, the right knee. With toes together. Move forward the body. First, going towards Adho Mukha Virasana. And now left hand to the left. Right hand to the left, more or less in front of the left knee. And both arms are parallel to each other. Press with the fingertips, outer upper arm down, outer armpit down, palms of the hands down, forehead down. Roll the outer upper arms down, upper armpit down. Resist with forearms to the hands, arms to the hands. Resist with the hands to the floor. And the skin from the armpit to the hips, especially feel the right side of the body that moves down to the floor. Both glutes pressing equally into the heel. Abdomen soft. Back neck long. Throat is released. Forehead, skin moving from the root of the hairs to the eyebrows. Leave the head. The center. Back. Sit in Virasana. And there. Move up. Take the bricks. Feet apart. Ardha Uttanasana. In Ardha Uttanasana, move the body weight towards the front heels, pressing with the hands to the bricks. Shoulders away from the ears in direction of the hips, sternum forward, lengthening the front body, lengthening the back body. Experience the lengthening of the spine, the extension of the spine forward. Now, once again, Virasana. Keep the bricks nearby you. You can stay as you were before, or as usual, into the mat. So, if you are on your menstrual cycle, you have to repeat the previous pose. You don't do this one. So for those who can do this pose, you have one brick right in front of you. And the second brick goes on the right side of the mat with enough space between the brick and the right knee. And now, left hand goes on top of the brick, and the right hand goes on top of the brick, and the left hand is going to go between the brick and the knee. Fully extended the arm, elbow fully extended, and pressing with the dorsal hand into the floor. And now you resist with your right hand into the brick, elbow towards 90 degrees, and from the elbow to the shoulder and shoulder back, so that the right side of the body is moving backwards and the left side of the body is moving forward. And now you are really pressing actively with the left arm, left hand, and you are not touching the floor with the left shoulder. Instead, you are moving always the left side of the body more towards the right. And finally, you are going to place more or less is the temple of the head, and not just the brick, which is in front of you. So the temple of the head is going to land on the brick, which is vertical in front of you. And ideally, the line of both shoulders is perpendicular to the floor, in between both knees. Parivrtta Adho Mukha Virasana. And come back to the center. Keep the brick vertical in the center. Those who are in Parsva Adho Mukha Virasana, you go to the other side. Place the brick now to the left. I'm going to show from another perspective so you can see. Now pressing with the left hand on the brick, elbow towards 90 degrees, and from the elbow towards the shoulder, and the right hand goes between the left knee and between the brick, and you start to resist more and more with the left hand, left elbow to the shoulder, left side of the body move backwards, and the right side of the body is moving in the direction of the left side, pressing actively with the dorsal hand and keeping the left elbow extended until you land resting the temple of the head on the vertical brick. And again, ideally, both shoulders, the line between both shoulders stays perpendicular to the floor. And that line in between both knees. Abdomen soft. Parivrtta Adho Mukha Virasana. Come back to the center. Take the bricks again in front of you. And go directly to Ardha Uttanasana. And once again in Ardha Uttanasana, body weight to the front, heels towards the front foot. Pressing actively, bricks down to the floor and towards the feet, shoulders away from the ears. Lengthening the body forward, lengthening the spine from the sacrum to the crown of the head. Leave the chin slightly away from the chest, creating a long front body. So you are extending the spine forward. So it's really a forward extension. Okay, both hands to the hips. Slowly come up. Tadasana. Stay in Tadasana one moment. Take the bricks apart. You are going to go, probably, you want to have the mat now parallel to the screen. The bricks close by you. And I need a belt. You need a belt too. Lay down in the center of the mat in Supta Tadasana. So grab the outer mat and pull the outer mat towards the heels, sacrum moving towards the heels, shoulders down to the floor. Big toes together, spread the toes, outer feet to the outer knee, femur to the hip. Tadasana. Keep that imprint. Now you take the brick. First of all, you go towards the left side of the mat, and you're placing the brick to support Parsva Supta Hasta Padangusthasana, as practiced in previous classes. To stay in Supta Tadasana first, bring the right leg up and place the loop such a way that you can hold it with the knee a bit closer than 90 degrees. Pull straight arms down towards the shoulders. And left arm is going on top of the left thigh. Left thigh down, stays in Tadasana. From there, move the right side on top of the brick. And the top of the brick is giving support to the outer thigh. Now the right foot, out of the big toe away from the knee, outer feet to the knee, femur to the hip. Should be able to lift the right side of the body in direction of the ceiling. Then up to the side, up to the side, up to the side, up to the side, stay the side. And that is Parsva Adho Mukha Svanasana. And you can extend the leg. And from there, pulling the arms straight to the shoulder. Right outer foot to the outer knee, hip, the femur moves to the hip. You can feel that from the hip to the shoulder, from the right hip to the right shoulder. You can lift center of the chest up towards the ceiling. Left leg stays in Tadasana. And the knee to the center. Release. You go to the other side. To go to the other side, you have to move to the right side of the mat. Place the brick to support the left leg. And go to Supta Tadasana. From Supta Tadasana, bend the left knee, place the belt, showing a really big loop so that this is affordable for everyone without any condition. Right hand, top of the thigh. Left foot, big toe away from the inner knee, spreading the toes at the foot to the knee to the hip, left hip away from the ribs, left arm extended, moving towards the shoulder. Open the leg till that is fully supported by the brick, knee still 90 degrees. To the center, to the side. 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 Stay near the actions. Extend the leg. The arm, left arm extended to the shoulder. Left outer foot to the outer knee, femur to the hip. From the hip to the shoulder. From the right hip to the right shoulder. From the left hip to the left shoulder. You are lifting the left side of the body up towards the ceiling. Parsva Supta Hasta Padangusthasana is supine, hand to big toe pose. Then bend knee, up and release. Okay? So you're going to stay, if you want the same orientation, I'm just going to change to show you the next. And if you are on the menstrual cycle, you will repeat the previous variation. That was also the point to showing it. So the Parsva variation, so when we open towards the side, the leg in this Hasta Padangusthasana poses is normally the variation that is preferred in case of menstrual cycle. So now we go for the twist. So you go for Supta Tadasana. This time, if you are going to go for the Parivrtta version, you can also stay in the center of the mat. And you will have, since you are going to, I'm showing you now my left leg, which is your right if you are oriented like me. So the right leg will be in this way. And once you are going to twist, you want to give full support with the brick to the inner thigh. We're going to give support in this way. So you have to find the distance because when you will twist, this will be the support. All right. So check that. You can go here first and you can take the brick and then place the brick as you are just twisting one time and then you have the distance set. Now, ideally, beginning, we are going to have the side perpendicular to the hip. So if you have a small brick, or already when you are testing this, you feel that there is compression in the right groin, your bricks, I repeat, maybe are smaller than these ones. This is also another alternative, which in this case with this brick, as you can see, is not good because in that way, the side is not going to stay parallel to the floor or perpendicular to the hip, actually. All right? That is. Come back to Supta Tadasana. Supta Tadasana. Bend the right knee towards the chest. Place the belt. And I repeat, if you have your menstrual cycle, you have to go to the Parsva variation, avoiding this one. Now, you are grabbing the belt with the left hand. And the right arm goes in T position with the dorsal hand on the floor. And from there, simultaneously, you are pulling the hand to the arm, and then you are turning the foot, the left Tadasana leg is going to turn, and at the same time, you are bringing the side towards the brick. So see that you have the proper angle on the knee and the proper lengthening on the belt so that you can keep the knee bent in the beginning. And then from there, renew the action of the left arm. See that I'm overdoing now. So I move towards the shoulder, and now the right outer foot is moving towards the knee, and the right femur moves simultaneously towards the hip, allowing the movement to produce and come back to the previous position. Once again, going on the edge of the left foot and resisting the left outer foot towards the outer knee, left femur to the hip, and from the left inner groin to the toe and to the heel is always very long. Left arm pulling straight towards the shoulder, right outer foot to the outer knee, right femur to the hip. You know these actions. and come again to the previous pose, previous position. Once again, twist, Parivrtta. Up, twist. Up, twist. For the reactions, you can stay here. Left outer foot to the outer knee, femur to the hip. Right outer foot to the knee, femur to the hip. Sacrum, hips are perpendicular to the floor. And maybe you can extend fully the right leg. And again, from both inner groins to the inner knee, to the heel and to the toe is long. Spreading the toes and both outer feet to the outer knee, femur to the hip. And abdomen is moving from the left to the right chest. Now bend the knee, back to the center, remove the belt. Supta Tadasana. Check the distance for the break, giving support to the side when you will be in the twist. Supta Tadasana. Left knee up. Place the belt. Left arm, T position, dorsal hand on the floor. Right hand pulling from the belt, arm straight to the shoulder. Now a little bit open the angle of 90 degrees, and from there, pulling the arm to the shoulder, and going towards the outer, towards the right outer foot, and the right outer foot is moving towards the outer knee, femur to the hip. Right big toe away from the groin. Left outer foot to the outer knee, left femur to the hip, near the action on the right arm to the shoulder, and slowly come up. And now again, twist. Resist with the right outer foot to the outer knee, femur to the hip. And now again, left outer foot to the outer knee, left femur to the hip, right arm to the shoulder, and the left hip moves towards the floor. Twist. Up. Twist. Up. Twist. Stay. Renew the actions. Right outer foot to the outer knee, femur to the hip. And now extend, or stay as you were before. Extend fully the left leg. Feel that this too short the belt, you can grab the belt and move the hand towards the foot, grabbing the belt. And from there, from both inner groins to the inner knees, to the big toes, to the heels, is long, spreading the toes, outer feet to the outer knee, femur to the hip, extending the knees. And the skin of the abdomen moves from the right to the left and to the left chest. And the left knee. Come back to the center, remove the belt, Supta Tadasana. Stay in Supta Tadasana, the center of the mat. Pull the mat towards the heels, sacrum to the heels, shoulders down to the floor. Okay, bend the knees, turn to the side. Ready, stand up, Tadasana. Stay in Tadasana. And now have both bricks on the left side of the mat. You go from Tadasana, stand the body forward to Ardha Uttanasana, feet together. You can watch or do with me at the same time. Bend the knees and move the right foot in between the bricks. And now move the left foot back, pretty much the same distance as you used for Trikonasana, as shown in the previous classes, a little bit shorter. It is also similar to Parsvottanasana. Now we are in Parsvottanasana. Move the hands, the bricks, such a way that they are really under the shoulders. Resist actively with the left outer foot, lifting the inner arch, lifting the inner knee, lifting the inner thigh. Press with the shoulders down. Press with the hands down to the brick and moving the brick in direction of the back foot. Shoulders away from the ears so that the body is extending forward. So that is the Parsvottanasana condition. What we are going to do now. The brick that is on the left hand is go flat on the floor and is in the inner foot, such a way that you are also actively moving the right inner ankle towards the brick. And the brick which is on your right hand now goes on top of that brick. And now you place the left hand on the brick. And your right hand goes on top of the sacrum. But for now, you keep Parsvottanasana. So this is still the condition of Parsvottanasana with the body parallel to the floor. Now you probably are watching with your head turning to the screen. It's fine. If you are doing, or if you are just watching sitting, it's even better. So from there, the hand goes on the sacrum, checks the position of the sacrum, pressing with the hand, and now simultaneously, the right shoulder is going to move back, and the left side of the chest is moving in the direction of the screen. So creating this twist. So we are going towards Parivrtta Trikonasana, the revolver Trikonasana, right? And from there, we'll come down again. We'll remove one brick, second brick, and then bend one leg and come back to Ardha Uttanasana. Okay? So we are going to progress in this way, which is not the classical way. But since we were practicing Parsvottanasana in previous classes, we will take it from these actions that probably you already practiced. You follow that classes and we go through it. Okay? So you were doing, and you have two chances to do. If you were just watching, we do it together now. Ardha Uttanasana, both feet together. Right foot forward, left foot backwards. To check the position, it is a full Parsvottanasana now with the support of the bricks, as we practiced before. Don't turn too much the left foot forward and be active on the left outer foot. Lifting the arch of the foot, the inner knee, inner thigh up, sacrum is parallel to the floor. Resist with the right foot, front heel, front foot, and the femur moves back, right hip away from the side ribs. Left brick flat to the inner right foot. Right brick on top of the flat brick. Left hand on top of the vertical brick. Right hand on top of the sacrum. Move the right shoulder back. Turn the head towards the screen and start turning as well the body. So the left side of the body is turning towards the screen and the right side of the body is turning away from the screen. Be sharpened on the actions on the legs. Extend fully the right arm, palm of the hand down to the floor and up to the ceiling. Parivrtta Trikonasana. You are on the menstrual cycle and it's not a big deal. You can practice this twist because you have the bricks inside of the front foot. Otherwise, better practice just Utthit Trikonasana. Arm down. And now we are taking all the steps that we did to come to the pose until Parsvottanasana. And now bend one leg and the other leg, both feet together, Ardha Uttanasana. Both hands to the sides, up Tadasana. You can stay here, better change to the other side. Like this, when you will twist, you will always face the screen. For those who practice already this pose, you know we always start Parivrtta Trikonasana most of time with the back to the screen or with the back to the teacher. Okay, so from there, extend from the hips to the armpits, body forward, Ardha Uttanasana, feet together. Move the left leg between both bricks, right leg back, Parsvottanasana condition. Right outer foot pressing actively on the floor, right inner arch up, inner ankle up, inner knee up, inner thigh up. Resist with the left front foot, left front heel, left front foot, and moving the left femur back to the hip, left hip away from the side ribs. Both sides of the chest long from the hip to the armpit. Now the right brick goes flat to the inner foot, and the brick that was on the left and goes now on top of the flat brick, right hand on top of the brick. Sacrum and still the body parallel to the floor. Now pressing the left hand on the sacrum, move the left shoulder back, right hand on the brick, the right side of the body, start to move towards the screen. Check with your left hand that the sacrum is not changing the position, that no side of the sacrum is sinking to the floor. Extend fully the left arm, palm down first, and then up to the ceiling, perpendicular to the floor. Parivrtta Trikonasana. Or revolver triangle pose. And down, into the sacrum, turn the body, go back to Parsvottanasana, bend one leg, and back to Ardha Uttanasana. Both hands to the hips, slowly come up, Tadasana. Come to the center, watch the next variation. We can use the brick always like that, or if you feel that you can keep the lengthening of the spine with less height, you can also keep only one brick vertical. In both cases, both scenarios, we now still keep the brick inside of the front foot. So I will start back to you, and when you will do it, you will also start back to me. And the bricks will be in the back of the mat. So the edge of the mat, which is farther from the screen. And from there, we will walk or jump Utthit Hasta Padasana. And we will bring the hands to the hips and then turn fully the right foot, and the left has to go for the preparation of Parsvottanasana. Then from there, place the brick at the same level as it was before. And I will ask lifting the left arm, which is the arm which will be farther from the screen. And first, you will go lengthening the body as going with one hand Parsvottanasana and the other is on the hip. And then finally, you will bring the left hand on the brick inside of the front foot, and the other hand goes on the sacrum again, and then you will go for Trikonasana. And pointing up the arm. Now, to go out of the pose, what you will do is simultaneously this arm, the arm which is up, is moving, describing a circle, and then it's pointing far from the shoulder, active, and then pointing far from the shoulder when it's pointing down to the floor, and then turning, coming back to Utthit Hasta Padasana, and then jump. Tadasana. Ready? So now we go together. It's the brick. Tadasana. Both arms up. Jump or walk. Utthit Hasta Padasana. Both hands to the hips. Turn to the side. And towards your right leg. Left arm up. Inhale, rotor from the actions on both legs. Extend the body forward. Place the hand, left hand on the brick inside of the foot, right hand on the sacrum, and twist towards the screen. Stay active on the left outer foot. Stay active on the right inner foot and right front foot. Right femur away to the hip and right hip away from the side ribs. Pressing actively on the left outer foot so the left cell of the sacrum is not sinking down. Right arm up. Parivrtta Trikonasana. And now, pointing down, pressing on the back foot, Utthit Hasta Padasana. Walk or jump, Tadasana. Okay, we go to the other side. Tadasana. Jump or walk, Utthit Hasta Padasana. Turn the left foot to the left, 90 degrees. Both hands to the hips first. Remember your Parsvottanasana condition. And now right arm up. Extend the body. And extend from the hips to the armpits. Go first towards that Parsvottanasana condition. And then you bring the right hand to the brick inside of the left foot. And the left hand goes on the sacrum. And turn the body in the direction of the screen. Be active on the feet, on the legs. Right outer foot pressing on the outer foot, lifting the arch of the foot, inner knee, up, inner side up. Right sacrum up. Left foot, front heel, front foot resisting. Left femur to the hip, left hip away from the side ribs. Now, left arm up. Parivrtta Trikonasana. Now to come back, left arm pointing back, pointing down, big circle, Utthit Hasta Padasana. Now jump or walk, Tadasana. Stay in Tadasana. Now sit in one brick and place the brick towards the back of the mat. Tadasana. Keep the condition of Dandasana. When you spread one leg, spread the second leg into Upavistha Konasana. You see the toes and the feet are pointing always upwards. So there's no external rotation when you go to Upavistha Konasana. So be active on both inner heels, pressing down to the floor, inner knees down to the floor, inner thighs to the floor. From the inner groin to the inner knee, from the inner knee to the ankle to the heel. Big toes pressing away from the groins. spreading the toes and outer feet towards the femur. Upavistha Konasana. Now you can move both hands back, turn the palms of the hands backwards, lifting the chest. Recline. Upavistha Konasana. Sit again. Now move the right leg, Tadasana. From Tadasana to Marichasana leg. And from Marichasana leg, move it to Baddha Konasana. In Baddha Konasana leg, you want to extend from the heel to the toes. Spread the toes and possibly the dorsal foot turning as much as possible to the floor. And then from the heel to the inner knee to the groin. Move the body back. And from the pinky to the big toe, pressing down, increasing the rotation of the thigh. The right foot. Now from there, Marichasana leg, Tadasana, Upavistha Konasana. Left leg, Tadasana leg, Marichasana, and Baddha Konasana leg. Baddha Konasana leg extend from the heel to the toes. Spread the toes. Dorsal foot as much as possible down to the floor so that it rotates from the heel to the inner knee, the groin, and the thigh is rotating back. Hands back. Right leg, it's your Tadasana. Is it Tadasana leg? Is it Tadasana leg? Left leg, Marichasana leg, Tadasana, Upavistha Konasana. Directly, now rotation, you can take from the inner knee as well, and Baddha Konasana leg. Upavistha Konasana. And take from the inner knee, pull, and to Baddha Konasana leg. Upavistha Konasana. Now without taking the leg, possibly Baddha Konasana leg. Upavistha Konasana. Left leg, Baddha Konasana leg. Upavistha Konasana. And now you take both legs and we go to Baddha Konasana. Both legs in Baddha Konasana, outer feet pressing towards each other, inner foot towards each other, inner heel towards each other. And now stay on the edge of the foot, pressing the sole of the foot. And now you press more the inner heels and to lift the inner heels up. When you lift the inner heels up, the outer heel is taking off the floor, and you create an external rotation on the leg and on the thigh. Release. Both legs, Marichasana leg, Tadasana. Good. We go for Setu Bandha. And you have the two bricks close by you. You have the shoulders inside the mat and the back of the skull outside of the mat. And you have the bricks close by you. You can check. We will go to Setu Bandha, Padasana, the variations that we were doing actively before, and then we will stay with the sacrum supported by the two bricks in this way. So have the bricks close by you, one and one, or both in the same side. If I will practice alone, probably they will be both by my side, but since I want you to see, they will be at my wrist, but on my left side. So stay in the center of the mat, bring the heels close to your glutes, feet parallel to each other, grab the outer mat, turn dorsal hand to the floor, palms of the head to the ceiling, back of the shoulders to the floor, lifting the sternum up. Inhale, and as you exhale, pressing on the back heel, to the inner heel, to the big toes, lifting sacrum up. Always pressing on the inner feet. So the thigh is moving inner thighs down, inner thighs to the floor, to the back thigh to the outer thigh to the front thigh, and from the front knee to the hip, or the front knee to the shoulders. Little by little, the sternum moves in the direction of the chin, and your eyes are directed to the chest. And take one brick, you place one brick under the glute, under the sacrum, and the second brick together vertical to support the sacrum. If you don't have enough space for bringing the bricks there, you can go one moment on the toes, so creating a little extra space, and then down to place the sacrum, both sides of the sacrum on each brick. And if you were lifting the heels, you place the heels down with the outer feet parallel to the outer mat. And once again, roll the shoulders, roll the arms down to the floor, grab the mat, turn the palms of the hands up to the ceiling, dorsal hand pressing on the floor, and simultaneously moving the hands towards the heels. Continue the actions on the feet. And now that you are supported by the bricks, you need much less muscular action. So discover what is the degree of muscle action that you need just to keep the architecture of the pose and be able to explore that architecture. Breathe normally. In the inhalations, bringing the air towards the chest, towards the ribs, side ribs, possibly to the back ribs. Now release the hands from the heels, inner heels, big toes. Lift the hips off the floor. Remove the bricks. And move inside of the mat for your final Shavasana. Take Shavasana. Stay in the center of the mat. Pull the mat towards the heels. Extend one leg, extend the second leg. Release both legs, both feet outside, outwards. Then a rotation of both arms, shoulders away from the ears, from the shoulders to the elbows, elbows to the hands. First, touch the floor. the thumb and the index finger, and little by little release the tension in the upper limbs, the shoulders, and the chest. Close the eyes or keep them open, but fixing a spot on the ceiling and calming the movement of the eyes, calming the eyes. Shavasana. Stay awakened, focus on the breath, and stay in Shavasana for at least 2-3 minutes. Namaste.